there's sort of two things going on simultaneously. There's sort of seasonal development where you're trying to go from one point at the beginning of the season to make sure you get everything you need to get done by the end of the season. And you generally change, there's sort of an evolution of what you work on as the season goes on, and you probably do more racing oriented skills as the season goes on. And then you're mixing that in with what the demands are for the given weekend or weekends coming up. You might have different boat types or different, you might have team racing regattas or fleet racing regattas. So you got to kind of compromise between the two. The other thing that's, of course, always the factor in sailing is that you got to practice what the conditions give you. So, you know, if you've got light air, you've got to do light air practice. If you've got breeze, you got to do breeze, even if that's not necessarily what is going to help you for that weekend. Hopefully it'll lay some foundation for when you get that condition later on. For, you know, a certain experience and, you know, sort of quality level with results, it's pretty easy to look through someone's resume of results and kind of get a feel for how good they are coming in. The one that's hard is to like figure out who's going to really seize the opportunity of college sailing and, you know, make that sort of unexpected leap. And some people do it. A lot of times the really elite kids, you know that they're going to be good, and they generally are going to be able to make that progress because they've already shown that they can. But sometimes you get other individuals who haven't necessarily had the same opportunity as junior sailors, and then get to college sailing and get that concentrated dose of practice and coaching and really take off. Probably the biggest single thing is that they need to get ballpark with how they sail the boats, because the level at which the boats are sailed in college is generally higher. There's only usually maybe 2 or 3 kids coming out each year who sail the boats at a high enough level to be really competitive right away. And even then, there's some really talented and great sailors who might be like laser specialists or 29er specialists who aren't used to the collegiate style boat handling. Plus, our boat handling is a little bit different in that our tacking and jibing rules are, you're allowed to be more kinetic. So the boat handling is pushed further in college sailing than in other forms of sailing. So I think that's a big thing. A lot of people get there, and their fall semester is a big push to get ballpark with how they sail the boat. And then by this, you know, if they do a good job of that by the spring, then they're ready to start competing in a sort of racing sense with everything else. We do try to do 1 day of strength and conditioning during the season per week, and then in the off season it's 3 days, 3 mornings a week, where they work with our strength and conditioning staff.